BMW's Vision Next 100 concept is their glimpse into the future of motorcycling in the year 2130. It has some very interesting features that aren't quite possible yet, plus there are some design cues that take inspiration from the past. But is BMW's vision of the future of motorcycles one that you can look forward to? Let's find out. Hello and welcome to Moto Chatter. Let's dive into the future. BMW tell us that the Vision Next 100 design takes inspiration from the 1923 BMW R32, with the long black frame being reimagined for the future. The frame extends from the front wheel to the back, and you will notice there is no steering head. That is because to turn the bike, the whole frame flexes. At a standstill, it requires minimal input on the bars to flex the frame, but it becomes stiffer at speed. Although the bike is essentially a naked motorbike with no fairing, BMW say that the surface treatments of the frame and the way all the surfaces are arranged fully protects the rider from the wind, as though the bike was fully faired. The surface of the frame is actually covered in a matte black textile. There is also no visible suspension, as the tyres act as the bike suspension. They have a damping function and automatically adapt to the terrain. The power unit looks like a Boxer Twin, but it is modelled on the iconic BMW Boxer Twin in looks only. BMW say it will have an emission-free drive, but don't say exactly what the motor will be. It could be electric, hydrogen or another technology. Either way, there are polished aluminium fins which lay flat when the bike is at a standstill and extend out when the bike is moving. This not only mimics the Boxer Twin look BMW are famous for, but also provides wind protection for the rider. A main feature of the bike is that it is self-balancing, not only at a standstill, so no need for a stand, but when on the move the bike will stabilise itself if the rider gets into trouble. This, along with the bike's digital companion, means the bike is extremely safe to ride, and although BMW don't state it is impossible to crash, they do say there is no need for protective clothing or a helmet. Instead of a helmet, the rider wears the visor you can see here, which gives all relevant speed and other information to the rider, as well as hazard warnings, and completely replaces any other display. What is displayed in the visor is controlled by the rider's eye movements. Looking upwards gives the rider a view of what's behind them, and different eye movements combined with finger movements allow the rider to access different menus and map view. When the rider is looking straight ahead, the display is clear to allow all the focus to be on riding. In addition to displaying relevant information in the rider's field of vision, the bike has active assistance systems, which BMW call the digital companion. These systems constantly read the riding situation to predict potential hazards before they actually happen. With these safety systems and the self-stabilizing ability of the bike, BMW say that novice riders will get additional guidance from the bike when riding, safe in the knowledge it can't fall over. As the bike is fully connected, it knows its location and what lies ahead, so it can suggest optimum lines and lean angles for the upcoming bends. The rider can override this, but if the rider doesn't respond or takes a line that will cause a collision, the bike can correct the line and avoid that collision. BMW say the systems will allow experienced riders to have an enhanced riding experience, as the bike will be more dynamic and agile as a result. The active assistance and digital companion mean that the clothing is no longer protective, but it is still specific to the motorbike, having both a cooling and heating capability to keep the rider comfortable regardless of the weather conditions. It does this by measuring the rider's body temperature and pulse rate. The clothing can also support the rider if needed. For example, the neck area inflates at higher speeds to provide support and stops the rider's neck kicking back or from getting tired. The clothing also works with the navigation system by way of a slight vibration on the left or right arm and leg, indicating which way to turn, and it also works with the active assistance systems to warn if the lean angle is becoming dangerous. BMW stress that the digital companion stays silent in the background unless there is a hazard to warn the rider of, or when there is a situation where the systems need to intervene. But they say it will otherwise go unnoticed, as not to take away from the analog experience of riding the motorbike in a time where autonomous vehicles are imagined to be the norm. They say that in 2130, motorcycles will be an escape from autonomous vehicles and be an analog riding experience in a digital age. The Vision Next 100 uses carbon fibre and aluminium to keep weight down and enhance the look of the bike. The seat unit, upper frame cover and wings are all made of carbon fibre. The lighting is minimal both front and rear, but is still effective at night, and I particularly like the illuminator badge on what would be the tank. As well as the Boxer twin look to the engine, there are the inside facing handlebar levers which also reference old styling cues in a functional way. However, many of the innovations and technology on BMW's bike from the future aren't quite possible today. It is though a very interesting concept and potential glimpse to 2130. But you don't have to wait 100 years to see all BMW's concepts become a reality. Click this link to see a new BMW motorcycle you can buy today that went from future concept to production in just 5 years. Give the video a thumbs up and subscribe if you liked it. Thank you for watching and have yourself a great day.